When I was coming up, my sister and I used to have a fight or spat every once in a while. Probably more often than not. She was about 2.5 years older than I was. And she used to like to instigate stuff, and then when I'd strike back, seemed like I was always the one that got caught. One night, she and I was having an argument, fussing, and probably fighting a little bit. My daddy got on to us. Of course, she was whining to him. Daddy tell him to leave me alone. And so he told me a couple of times. And then he jumped up from there when I didn't leave her alone. And about the time he jumped up, I jumped up. And out the door I ran. I wasn't about 9 or 10 years old, I guess. He had me when he was going on 49 years old, so I guess at the time this all happened, he was about 60 years old. And I run out the front door, and he was right behind me. I run about 100 yards out in front of the neighbor's yard and run around their car and turned around as I was running. It was dark, but I could still see he wasn't far behind me. I didn't know that old man could run that fast. And I thought, where in the world am I going to run? What am I going to do? I thought I better run back in the house and run in my room and lock the door real fast. So here I go running right back in the house. He ain't far behind. That mean old sister of mine, she stopped me just long enough for him to grab a hold of me. And round we went in the living room. He wore me out. He was whooping me so good that Mama even said, "Roy, don't you think he's had enough?" I sure was wishing he had listened to her. But when he finally got done with me, I know I better not never run again, and when he told me to do something, I better do it. In that case, he was telling me not to do something I shouldn't have been doing, so I should stop doing it. But I don't guess I ever will forget that good whooping. I tell you, I got a lot of them when I was coming up, not only at home, but in the schoolhouse too. And I deserved every one of them, and probably didn't get some that I did need. It's funny looking back on it now, how that I appreciate every one of them I got. At the time, I didn't see it that way. Another thing, when Mama always whooped me, she would say, "Son, this is going to hurt me more than it does you." I thought, oh yeah, give me that switch and we'll find out. But I always got my fair share of them, and thank the Lord for them. What the world needs a little bit more of today. Thanks for listening, and y'all take care.